about well. Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show.
Baby, I got your money.
You're now tuned into the financial motivator himself, Ash Cash, Mr. Mind Right, Money Right. Money Right. Money Right.
So welcome to the Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. I keep saying 8 a.m., 9 a.m. To 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend. I need everybody right now. I need you to share this with 10 people. Reg, what up, Reg? My guy, Reg is in the building. I need y'all to share this with 10 people. Share this with 10 people, the Ash Cash Show. So I'm excited, right? We excited. I'm just going to start because I like in my brain, and I ain't going to talk over this today. In my brain, I just started, like I was just hearing, Miles Monroe talk about there's no substitute for purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like in my brain, that's what I kept hearing, right? And I'm gonna read my caption today. And it says, do you ever find yourself in a state of confusion, right? Or doubting your purpose in life? We've all been there at some point. It's a normal part of the human experience. But in these moments, it is important to remember that there's no substitute for purpose. Having a clear vision of what you want to achieve and why you want to achieve it is essential for living a fulfilled life. It's the driving force behind our dreams and goals, and it's often the very thing that pushes us past our limitations to reach success. It is easy to get lost in the everyday hustle and bustle of life. So take the time to step back and reflect on what you're working towards. Identify your purpose and use it as your compass to guide you through your journey. Don't be afraid to make changes and adjust your course if needed. Purpose can be a powerful motivator, no matter how big or small your goals may be. It can bring you a sense of joy and determination and help you stay focused despite any obstacles you may face. Plus, having a clear purpose can help you find balance and happiness in everyday life. Remember, there's no substitute for purpose. It's the key to a fulfilling and meaningful life. So take the time to find yours and use it as a guide on your journey. Cue Dr. Miles Monroe. We're going to start just like this.
You are now tapped in and tuned in. MindRightRadio.com.
Tapped in and tuned in. Elevation on another level. Mind
We're
Right
going to start
Radio.
with this. We're going to start like this.
There's no substitute for purpose.
There's no substitute for purpose.
What I'm saying is so important. This is more important than anything that you can hear right now.
Houston is in the building.
Because there's so
My brother
many
Ron,
people
what up, Ron?
who are
My
lost,
brother Ron
frustrated,
Faison in the building.
and
Salute.
there is no substitute for purpose.
And Wale,
I was thinking of an example, and there's so many of them. Have you ever seen a manufacturer who began to build something, and because it didn't become what he intended, he made it something else?
I'm going to go back. I'm sorry, my bad.
You don't say that.
That's how I was going to talk, but I
They
be
don't
getting
stop
excited.
until they get.
Hold on.
Liquid means
My
rewind.
bad.
You requested
My
it,
bad.
so we rewind. Regular motivation combined. That's inspiration on another level. Mind Right Radio. Elevate your mind. Elevate your
No
life.
more talking.
You are now tapped in and tuned in. MindRightRadio.com.
Tapped in and tuned in. Elevation on another level. MindRightRadio.com.
There's no substitute for purpose. What I'm saying is so important. This is more important than anything that you can hear right now. Because there's so many people who are lost, frustrated, and saved. There is no substitute for purpose. I was thinking of an example, and there's so many of them. Have you ever seen a manufacturer who began to build something, and because it didn't become what he intended, he made something else? You don't see that. They don't stop until they get what they purpose. There's no substitute for purpose.
No substitute for purpose, y'all.
No substitute for purpose. You cannot make a car a boat. You cannot make a car a boat. You can't decide on driving this car, I'm going to drive into the water now, make it a boat. You just can't do that. You can't substitute the purpose for the product. You cannot make a microphone a cooking spoon.
Jay Hill, what up?
Could, but it'd be microphone abuse. You may laugh, but it's true about your life.
Yeah.
It's true about your life. If you are becoming something, or can I say, trying to become something that you are not, you are abusing who you are.
Yo, if you being who you're not, you're abusing who you are. That's a bar. Don't miss that. No substitute, y'all.
There is no
Dave Speed, what up?
satisfaction without purpose.
Right?
Purpose and only purpose will satisfy.
Only purpose can satisfy.
Will haunt you. That's why God uses the word prevail. He said, no matter what you
Alicia O'Malley is in the building.
Whether it's big,
Facebook
good, fantastic, evil, bad, or excellent.
Yep.
If it's not my purpose for your life, God says,
there's no substitute for it.
My purpose will prevail over that plan. That word prevail means it will haunt you.
It will haunt you, y'all. That's the say, what up?
Everything everybody wanted you to do,
Real Vic, what up?
but not what you were born to do.
Wait, hold on.
Then what you were born to do,
Dave Speed, appreciate the bad love.
What you did.
Yo, if you do everything that people want you to do, but not what you were born to do. Oh man,
you gotta understand God's word here. He says, my purpose will override.
My purpose will override
your plans. No matter how good they are, no matter how big they are, purpose will frustrate your success.
Purpose will frustrate your success.
You know people, maybe you are one of them. You know, everyone thinks you're doing well.
Yep.
But when you close the door at night and cut the light off, it's hell in the bed.
It's hell in the bed.
You cry. You weep. You are mad because you don't feel fulfilled. And then when you go on stage, everybody claps. But in secret, you are depressed. They think you are the best corporate executive in the whole company. But deep inside, you really want to go preach. Deep inside, you really want to go paint pictures. Deep inside, you want to do photography. You don't want to sit at no desk. Whatever your gift is, whatever your purpose is, it will make you frustrated. It will prevail over all of your success. Why? Because purpose itself will overrule your accomplishments. Purpose will overshadow all your work. Purpose will depress your impressions.
I heard you.
You impress people, but you're depressed. Because deep inside, you're not doing what you were born to do.
Peace and blessings, my God.
This purpose will make you sick. My purpose will haunt you.
My purpose will haunt you.
It will make you feel so frustrated that no matter how successful the world thinks you are, my deep calling purpose will make you sick.
My deep calling purpose will make you sick.
And some of you know what I'm talking about. Purpose will frustrate you.
Purpose will frustrate you.
Nothing can take the place of purpose. Purpose is the key and the measure of success.
Purpose is the key and the measure of success.
You're only successful if you did what you were born to do.
You're only successful if you did what you were born to do.
Everything else is failure.
Everything else is failure.
So
you only successful when you do what you was born to do. Everything else is failure, right? Because here's the deal. Imagine this. Imagine you're doing something that the world sees as successful, but you're not happy, right? Imagine that. Imagine that you are doing something that the world thinks is successful, right? People applaud you. Oh, yo, you got a good job. Yo, you got a good title. Yo, you're doing this, right? People love what you're doing. And guess what? You're not happy, right? Because think about it. Your purpose will frustrate you because it's not what you were born to do, right? So everything else is failure. Everything else is failure. And so, and a lot of times people ask, how do I know what my purpose is? You just feel it, right? You feel it.
Only measure your success by your assignment. If I told you to paint the wall over here and you paint that one, beautiful, perfect, excellent, you still failed. That's why it's possible to be good but wrong. To be good but wrong. To do a good thing but not the right thing. Purpose is the right thing.
Purpose is the right thing.
It's not just a good thing. Purpose is that which you were sent here to perform. Purpose is the end for which you began. Purpose is destination.
Purpose is destination. Well, what up?
Make a note of that.
Make a note.
Purpose is destination.
Layla Maxwell's in the building.
Destination. And destination.
Shawan is in the building.
Blessings. Destiny.
Destination is destiny.
Destiny. Purpose is your end that is set. And then God backs you up.
Yo, who told me about this book, actually?
Therefore,
somebody told me about this book.
You began because there's something that's already finished.
You told me about it.
And you're supposed to
Feeling is a
start.
secret. That's a fact.
Therefore, your birth was caused because of your destiny.
Yeah.
Your existence became necessary because of your destiny. So,
salute my guy Dave in the building. What up, man?
To your destiny. Destiny
is calling you. It's pulling you.
That's why when you go off course, there's something constantly pulling you back. No matter where you go in life, there's something that keeps on pulling you. Because destiny screams at you.
Destiny screams at you.
Moment
peace,
of your day. Quietly screaming.
It's quietly screaming. Your purpose is quietly screaming at you.
Silence.
The loudest silence that you can ever hear.
It's your destiny. There's something, even while I'm talking, it's probably crying louder now because I'm talking about it.
Yep.
Yes. It's screaming.
It's screaming.
It's that thing.
Now, this is Dr. Miles Monroe.
That is already established by God.
It's already established by God.
That you arrived.
Since you arrived.
To fulfill.
Yep.
And no matter where you go, what you do, it haunts you. It prevails. It overpowers. You try to drown it in busyness.
Real faith.
But it's too strong.
Bad habit.
You try to bury it in your preoccupation. But it is your occupation.
It is your occupation.
That's why until you find your destiny, all you have is a job.
All you have is a job. Oh.
Your destiny is not a job.
Your destiny is not a job,
your
y'all.
Destiny is your work. Your job is what you do until you find your destiny. There's no substitute for purpose.
Trav, what
What I'm
up?
saying is so important. This is more important than anything that you can hear right now. There's no substitute
For purpose, y'all.
What I'm saying is so important. This is more important than anything that you can hear right now.
This is more important than anything you can hear right now. I promise you.
Purpose will frustrate you. Nothing, but nothing can take the place of purpose. Purpose is the key and the measure of success.
Purpose is the key and the measure of success.
You're only successful if you did what you were born to do.
You're only successful if you did what you were born to do.
Everything else is failure.
Everything else is failure.
Everything else is failure.
Everything else is failure.
There's no substitute.
Hey, yo, there's no substitute for purpose.
What I'm saying is so important. This is more important than anything that you can hear right now.
Right now, you're tapped in and tuned in. MindRightRadio.com. MindRightRadio.com. Tapped in and tuned in. Elevation on another level.
MindRightRadio.com. Yo, so let me tell you, all right? Let me tell you, like, everybody on this planet has a unique assignment, right? Everybody on this planet has a unique assignment. Your purpose in life is to display God. Your purpose in life is to maximize your full potential, right? When you, regardless, everybody has different stories. Everybody has, like, my story is not your story. Everybody has different directions that they go, right? But again, your goal, your purpose is to live the life that was destined for you, right? That's why it's important that you're not always watching everybody. Pastor Finance, what up? You're not always like looking at everybody and seeing what everybody else is doing, because a lot of times, you see what somebody else is doing, and you look at them as success, if you will. And then, you try to mimic what they doing, and you like, man, like, I'm doing exactly what they doing, and why is this thing not working out for me? You get what I'm saying? Like you ask yourself, why is this not working for me? It works for everybody else. I'm watching all these people over there do this thing, and I want to do that thing. I think, since everybody else is doing it, let me do that thing over here. I'm more talented than them, right? I'm more talented than them. I'm smarter than them, right? I'm more handsome than them. I'm prettier than them, right? Oh, I'm this, I'm that, and you still watching them when God is pointing you this way. God is telling you do this right here, right? God is telling you to do this right here, and you're being, Hope, thank you for the badge, love. You're being disobedient, right? You're being disobedient. You're so, you're so occupied, right? You're so occupied with watching other people and looking at what is, when at the end of the day, it's important that you figure out, like, what is that purpose? Who are you in your being? Panther Inc., what up? All right. And so I need everybody to shine. I need you to shine, right? But I don't want you to shine being somebody else, right? I don't want you to shine being somebody else. I need you to shine in your purpose, right? Wadi, what up? I need you to shine in your purpose, right? I need you to shine in your purpose, right? Delayed obedience is disobedience, facts, right? So I need you to shine in your purpose.
are now tuned
Let's go.
into Mind
Lisa
Right
Nichols.
Radio.
Lisa Nichols, shine in your purpose.
Elevate your life.
I'm on government assistance,
Shine.
and I run out of money, and I had to buy Pampers for Jelani. And I had $11.42 in the bank. And I remember wrapping my son in a towel for 2 days. I remember the second day, like you said, I had my hand on Jelani's stomach, and I said, "Don't worry, baby. Mommy will never be this broke or broken again." And that day, what shifted for me was I was willing, and I don't know if this is going to sound crazy, I was willing to completely die to any form of me that I had been so that I can birth the woman that I was becoming. The reason why a lot of people won't become who they want is because they're too attached to who they've been. And you hear it all the time when people say,
wait, hold on. I don't want y'all to miss this before she said it, right? Oh, she said it already, right? She said, yo, a lot of times the reason why you can't become, right? You can't become who you were destined to become because you're attached, you're too attached, right? You're too attached to who you once were. Yo, a lot of us are not, look, everything has a season, right? Everything has a season. Not everything is permanent. Everything's not supposed to be here forever, right? Like a lot of us, we so, I don't even know why, right? A lot of us, we so attached to struggle, and we make struggle our identity. Tony, what up? We make struggle our identity. We make all of these things that we've been through our identity, not realizing that what? It came to pass. It didn't come to stay. Don't miss this. Tony, appreciate the badge, love. It came to pass, right? Like it didn't come to stay. And so you're identifying, right? You are identifying with a you that wasn't supposed to be permanent. That's not your identity. What you went through isn't your identity, right? What you went through isn't your identity. What you're going through isn't your identity. What you've been through in the past isn't your identity. Yo, that thing came to pass, and you keep giving it CPR. Yo, you keep giving it mouth to mouth. You keep resuscitating. You keep resuscitating a old you that was supposed to die. Right? You giving it mouth to mouth. You like clear. You're doing CPR. You're doing everything in your power. You're doing everything in your power to bring back to life something that was supposed to die. You doing everything. You calling for help, right? You calling for help. You doing everything. You're doing everything in your power to resuscitate a you that's not even supposed to really be here no more. You gotta let it go. Like, why are you fighting for your limitations? Why are you fighting for a you that don't even, like, yo, that you don't even serve you no more, though, is what I'm saying. Yo, that you don't even serve you. Like that you doesn't even serve you. It's harming you. It doesn't even serve you. Like it doesn't, there's nothing that you who was identifying with a circumstance, there's nothing that they could do for you but harm you. My fault. Go ahead, Lisa. Talk to him.
I've always been this way. Okay, well, if that's working for you, keep doing that.
If it's, hold on.
Birth the woman that I was.
Wait, hold on.
was I was willing, and I don't know if this is going to sound crazy.
Wait, hold on. You know what?
I was willing.
Hold on, let me just go back.
Liquid means rewind. Gunshot means forward. You requested it, so we rewind.
Let's go back.
Combined. That's inspiration on another level. Mind Right Radio. Elevate your mind. Elevate your life.
Let's go.
You are now tuned into Mind Right Radio. Elevate your mind. You elevate your life.
Let's go.
I'm on government assistance, and I run out of money, and I had to buy Pampers for Jelani. And I had $11.42 in the bank. And I remember wrapping my son in a towel for 2 days. I remember the second day, like you said, I had my hand on Jelani's stomach, and I said, "Don't worry, baby. Mommy will never be this broke or broken again." And that day, what shifted for me was I was willing, and I don't know if this is going to sound crazy, I was willing to completely die to any form of me that I had been so that I can birth the woman that I was becoming. The reason why a lot of people won't become who they want is because they're too attached to who they've been. And you hear it all the time when people say, "I've always been this way." Okay, well, if that's working for you, keep doing that. I knew it wasn't working for me any longer. I had hit my version of rock bottom. So I was willing to let go of everything and everybody. See, another reason why people won't get there is because the doorway is for you to fit through. You're trying to carry everybody else through because you're trying to be Rescue 911. And you got to rescue you first. I am much more valuable to my family and to my community because I was willing to let them go. Go through the door myself. Teach myself. Learn myself. Condition myself. And then come back and get them. I'm much more valuable to them.
Hey, hold on, I'm sorry.
But I had to go.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know if y'all caught what she just said. Look, y'all trying to carry everybody through the door with you. You try to carry everybody through the door with you, where that door was only meant for you. You trying to carry everybody through the door. And the truth is, right, a lot of us are on our way to our destination, on our way to our purpose. We are trying to get to our destination and carry all of the baggage, right? All of the baggage, all of the other things, while we dealing with ourselves, getting to where God told us to get through. That door's for us, but we trying to get everybody else through that door with us, and not everybody don't want to go through the door. So while we dragging people, we hope fam. Yo, you know good though, right? Because imagine you get through that door and you get to your destination, right? You get to your destination and you become a stronger you. And then you could always, if it was your purpose to save them, you can always come back, right? You can't save nobody at the detriment of yourself, right? Like, right? That's ego, right? That's ego edging God out. God ain't telling you to save him. God ain't telling you to save him. That's your ego. That's you feeling guilty. That's you trying to, right? Like, yo, you can't, nah. You got to save yourself. Jazz Young, big sis in the building, right? You got to save yourself. Think about this, right? Like in the airplane, if you go anywhere, when that mask drops, right? When that mask drops, they say, yo, before you help anybody else put their oxygen mask on, you got to help yourself first. Because in fact, that is, you are being selfish and feeding your ego if you try to help other people before helping yourself. You are being egotistical if you're trying to help somebody else before helping yourself. You know why that's ego? Because at the end of the day, you're trying to help somebody without you being in your full capacity. So you can't even help them the way you're supposed to help them. That plane, something happens to that plane and it's losing oxygen, and you strong, right? You strong and you could help the elderly, you can help all these people. Put that mask on, right? Put that mask on. Why? Because when you put the mask on, right? When you put the mask on, now you could breathe. And now that you could breathe, now you in clear now, right? Because oxygen go to the brain. You can't function without oxygen. And so now that you could breathe and the oxygen is going to your brain and you're in clear mind, now you can see who need help. Now you can help them better. You could, like, if you didn't put the mask on, you could probably help 1 or 2 people. You put the mask on first, you can help 10 people. You can help 20 people. And so think about this. If your ego is saying, yo, be the hero, and you help 1 or 2 people, or you preserve yourself, right? You get to this space where you like, nah, I want to be in full power. Let me put this oxygen mask on and I can help people. Right? I know my purpose. I know that there's people who want me to help them one-on-one, and people who've been trying to no. Right? In the last 2 years, in the last 2.5 years, I've been able to affect millions, 4 million to be exact. 4 million lives. Imagine if I decided that I wanted to be egotistical and those that who are dragging me down, I'm like, all right, yeah, let me help you. Right? Imagine. And those are 4 million. That's 4 million that I know of. What about the ones I don't know of? Right? So self-preservation is not selfish. You trying to bring everybody with you is selfish. Because you care about what they think. How you care about what they think more than what you care about what God think? God is giving you the direction, but you like, nah, God, I gotta, that's my cousin. That's my partner. That's my brother. That's my whoever. Fill in the blank. God is telling you one thing, and you like, nah, B, I got this, God. Chill. I gotta go back. Survivor's guilt. Survivor's guilt. Survivor's guilt. And I'm gonna tell you, as somebody who suffered from it, I'm not holier than thou. I was there. I was there. I had survivor's guilt. I was putting myself in nasty situations, in bad situations because of survivor's guilt. Situations that could have finished me. Yo, I'm like, from where I sit right now, I'm telling you that I've put myself in situations that could have finished me because of survivor's guilt. And that was the most selfish thing I could have done. If it was God's will and I was finished because I was being egotistical, it would have been my right. It would have been my right because I was being selfish. Because I was being selfish. Because I had a reputation to protect. I had this dumb reputation to protect. Where I cared about what the block said, where I cared about what people close to me said. My fault.
Through a window time of 10 years.
My bad, the pastor talking.
You leaving us, hanging out with white people all the time. You going to these crazy countries. We don't know what I have to be willing to allow my conviction to make me inconvenienced. See, we want to grow, but we want to stay liked by everybody. I was willing to be my own rescue at the risk of your approval.
Yep.
But most of us aren't like that. Facebook is an example. We want to be liked. Well, I woke up and I like myself today, so your like is extra. My job is to like me first. I was willing to say every day, Lisa, you like you?
Do you like
Lisa,
you?
are you proud of you?
Are you proud of
Lisa,
you?
are you playing full out? Every day
Yep.
before I checked in with anybody else. I was willing to inconvenience my entire life. My entire life. I was willing to disrupt my entire life to buy my future, to buy my possibility, to give my dream a chance. See, we're not supposed to tuck our dreams in on the pillow when we get up in the morning. We're not supposed to leave them at home. We can go and fulfill somebody else's dream. We're not supposed to do that. That's not what we're wired to do. That's not who we are. Your human spirit doesn't care about the economy. The human spirit doesn't care that my son's father went to prison. The human spirit doesn't care what's happened to your family. The human spirit doesn't care about the past. You may have been molested, or your family may have been broke, or you may have been betrayed, or you may have a divorce. Your human spirit doesn't care about any of that. Your human spirit simply says, what's our command for tomorrow? What do you want to create? It's not keeping score. Your brain is keeping score, because your brain is designed to keep you safe. Your soul, your intuition, your human spirit is designed to make you soar. When you get to the edge, your brain will always tell you to step back. It's always going to tell you to step back, because you can fall. Always. It's going to tell you to step back. Because before you fell, the last time you did this, you saw someone else fail. You could hurt. You could be off work. It's going to tell you. It's designed to keep you safe. So you have to be willing to play between your brain and your soul. And on some days, you got to just listen to your soul. And you got to say, I'm going to leap. I'm going to get to the edge. Most people are at the edge, and you're standing at the edge, and you're watching everyone else fly. That's Pimp My Ride, Watch My Crib, all this stuff. You know, watching people's lives on Facebook. You're at the edge, watching someone else live, wondering what it's going to be like when you jump without ever jumping.
Yep.
And I'm just here to tell you, jump. Because only three things can happen. You're either going to jump and fly.
Yep.
Or you're going to jump and fall on something soft. Or you're going to fall down hard. Either way, you're going to get back up. You already know you got what it takes to get back up. Your greatest fear is not that you will fall. Your greatest fear is that you will live a full life and never fly. That you never leaped. You're not afraid of dying. You're afraid of dying before the world sees who you really are. Before they really get your fingerprint. Before they really feel your breath. Before they really get your contribution. Before they really feel you. That's what you don't want to happen. You don't want to leave this place without us knowing you were here. All I'm doing is giving my dream a chance.
Give your dream a chance, that's all.
I'm not extraordinary.
Yep.
You don't get off that.
You don't get off that
You
easy.
don't get to be laughed at.
Yep.
I'm an ordinary woman.
Let's go.
Who chooses every day.
Choose every day.
To make one more extraordinary decision.
That's it.
Everything that I need to get back up, I have in me. If I don't have what I need, I can go get it. Once I figured that out, the world was my playground. The question is just, where do I go get it? I don't know about that. Where do I go get it? And I don't come from a learning background where I was a great student. I wasn't, my highest grade in school was a C+. And when I got a C+, I did the happy dance. And so I didn't have a background where studying was natural for me. But when I realized that if I go study something and I learn it, I own it, it's mine now, man, it was crazy because all through school, I struggled. The last time I took an English class, my English teacher told me I was the weakest writer she ever met in her entire life.
Lovely.
Yeah, lovely. And the same year I took a speech class, and my speech teacher, he said, quote unquote, Ms. Nichols, I recommend you never speak in public, that you get a desk job. And so it was demotivated people, sad people hurt. Sad people make other people sad. Bottom line, don't take it personal. Hurt people hurt. See, most people want the convenience of transformation without the inconvenience.
Well, hold on. Required. Yo, hold on. She said, this is Lisa Nichols, y'all. Most people want the convenience. Wait, hold on. I want to mess it up. Hold on.
So my year, I took a speech class, and my speech teacher, he said, quote unquote, Ms. Nichols, I recommend you never speak in public, that you get a desk job. And so it was demotivated people, sad people, hurt people hurt. Sad people make other people sad. Bottom line, don't take it personal. Hurt people hurt. See, most people want the convenience of transformation without the inconvenience. required for transformation. So my grandmother says, and I love.
Wait, hold on. Most people want the convenience of transformation without the inconvenience required for that transformation.
To repeat this, your conviction, what you're passionate about, your conviction, and your convenience don't live on the same block.
They don't live in the same block.
They ain't even in the same zip code. So if you want to have a conviction for something, you have to sign up to be inconvenienced. We're trying to find convictions and passion and breakthrough on the inside of our box. Well, when you realize that the box doesn't even exist, like someone made up, oh, you're playing outside the box. So we all bought into, there's a box. Well, I don't even own a box.
I don't even own a box.
I don't even want to get in your box.
I don't even want to get in your box.
You better come out here because I ain't getting in there. And so when you start thinking like that, Tom, all of a sudden, everything is possible. So I disrupt people when I say, you want to make me extraordinary because it lets you off the hook.
It lets you off the hook.
What if the God that we call God, the divine, whatever your faith is, what if there's no partial? It's not going to give me a hookup and not give you one. Not going to give me an opportunity and not give you one. I'm just going to go after it. If I die, I'm going to die on a treadmill, like Will Smith said. I'm going to be on the treadmill running. I'm just not going to stop because I believe all things are available to us.
Yep, all things.
I'm just willing to go after them. Are you willing? And then that is what's so disruptive because then you got to make a decision. Because it's easier to live inside the parameters of, well, as a Black woman, well, as born and raised in South Central, well, I'm dyslexic. Dyslexic. I wrote 7 books. I'm dyslexic. So just knowing, like, I'm not perfect. What I do really well is I manage my imperfection well.
Yep.
And so we're all waiting for perfect. It's an illusion that will never come to you. It's an excuse to never show up and play. Your story is not meant to be your fortress. Your story is meant to be your fuel.
Your story's your fuel.
Like the beauty of me being one of the top 1% earners in America is that I was on government assistance. Like, that's the beauty. Like, come on, it wouldn't be a big deal if my family was rich or whatever. Like, I'm supposed to do something. The beauty is that when you show the little engine that could story, like, I'm not gonna run fast, but I ain't gonna stop. I might slow down and have to breathe and catch my breath. I'm not stopping. I believe all things are available to all of us.
All things.
And good people should do well. Because when good people do well, good people just do more good in the world. I'm that same girl who read
when good people, let me tell you something.
High school, who got kicked out of college because I couldn't afford to stay. I was on government. I'm that same girl.
Don't miss that, though. Don't miss that. Look, don't miss that. When good people do well, good people could do more good in the world. Don't miss that. When good people do well, good people get to do more good in the world, right? Guess what? If I put the oxygen mask on and my intention is to help other people, then guess what? I'm going to help more people. But guess what? If my intentions aren't good, right? If the oxygen mask comes on and I put the oxygen mask on and I'm just relieved, I'm just like, thank God I can breathe now. I'm watching people suffocate to my left and my right, but I'm cool. I'm only thinking about myself. Can I tell you something? That's why you have an obligation to be the best that you could be. You can't unhear this. Watch this. That's why you have an obligation to be the best that you can be, because we know your intention. We know you want to help people. We know you want to help people, max out their full potential as well. But you can't give a shirt if you ain't got a shirt. You can't do it. And so what you're doing is you're watching all of these people who have the means, who have money, who have whatever, and they're not helping nobody. And so now you're asking yourself, damn, why are all these people not helping nobody? So I want to help. And so you start to help at your detriment. You're just doing it backwards. Your intentions are pure. I know it. I know you want to help people. I know you're a good person. I know you're good. But you look, the Honorable Sean Carter said, I can't help the poor if I'm one of them. So I got rich and gave back to me. That's the win-win, right? When I first heard that verse, I thought he was saying give back to me, meaning himself. And I was like, that's selfish, right? But no, he wasn't saying me as himself. He's saying we mirrors, right? And so I can't help my community if I'm poor. I can't circulate money in my community if I'm poor, right? Last year, you know, we've been able to circulate almost $5 million in our community, and real cash though, like not fluffing the number, like in real cash and real money, right? Over, close to 5 million, not over, close to 5 million, right? Close to $5 million. Imagine all the families that were fed last year because me and my partners did good. Think about that. Think about everybody who did well. Think about all the people who were able to feed their families, go on vacations, live their best life. And think about all those people that did very well last year because I did well, because Storm did well, because Marvin did well. Right? And so good people, right? Good people need to make more money. If you're a good person, you need to make more money. It is incumbent of you. It is a requirement. It is a requirement for you to do that. Right? And I'm not saying this for applause. I appreciate that, but all praises due to God. It ain't me. I cannot accept the applause. Right? It ain't me. All praises due to God. God did. It was God. It wasn't me. I'm a vessel. I work for Amazon. Amazon said deliver the package. I deliver the package. When you order something from Amazon and Amazon deliver, you don't applaud the Amazon driver. You don't be like, yo, Amazon driver, yo, good looking out. Nope. You don't do that. Sometimes you don't even talk to the Amazon driver because they drop the package off and then they leave. I'm only telling you this, right? I'm only telling you this because you have a requirement. It is your requirement to do good. Why? Because God needs you. How crazy is that? God needs you to fulfill your purpose. God needs you to fulfill your purpose to keep the promise that God has made to somebody else. And in that obedience, you then become awarded with a great life. Win-win situation.
I'm that same girl. I don't forget her. I'm also that same woman who runs a multi-million-dollar business. I'm also the same woman who has 7 bestsellers. I own both of those. I own all of them. I don't shrink to my greatness, and I don't live in my saga and my sorrow. If you can own your brilliance while owning your imperfections, if you can own your giant while owning your smallness, if you can live in duality, constant duality, yep, the freedom will be earth-shaking if you can live in that. See, either you don't want to be as great as you really are, and you're trying to dim your light so that others won't feel insecure about themselves in your presence. And so you keep playing at 79 watts when you know you're supposed to shine at 159 watts. And you keep checking the temperature of the room to see what the room can handle versus just giving the room you and letting them, if your light's too bright, then let them put on some shades. Can you give yourself permission to live in the duality of your imperfections and your smallness and what you're learning and what you still have to learn and your greatness and your brilliance and your light? Can you allow them to coexist and then serve them up to the world? To love you, to see you, to inhale you, to judge you, to leave you, to love you. Some of us are just as afraid of being loved as we are to be left. If you go where you've never gone, do what you've never done, and say what you've never said, you'll become the woman and the man you've always known yourself to be.
Mind Right Radio, your number one source for mind
elevation. Get your mind and your money right. So listen, y'all. These tracks are available. Join the Abundance community. We mastermind on a weekly basis. Make sure you go to abundancecommunity.org, the abundancecommunity.org. Join, hit the link in my bio. It's only $44 for a month, $444 for the year. Spend some time, build within the community, get to where you need to go. Yeah, that's it, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. Remember, there's no substitute for your purpose. The moment that you find your purpose is the moment that you start living in bliss. It's the moment that you start realizing how great life is. And so I need you, right? I need you to understand that you are needed to fulfill your purpose, right? You are needed to fulfill your purpose, right? All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll see y'all tomorrow in God's will. In God's will. In God's will. Peace and blessings, y'all.
I ain't talking about rich. I'm talking about wealth. Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk. So talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
Baby, I got your money.
You are now tuned in to the Ash Cash Show, your number one source for financial motivation. Get your mind and your money right.